talk as we're.
There we go. She's fucking smoking. Back again.
What are you? Sorry, what show is it? La Familia. What Joe's doing?
Yeah, La Familia. The one. It's at Maidenhead. They're all at Maidenhead. The next 3, I think.
I'm in Liverpool this weekend, so I can't. I'm going to Strom.
Oh, you're going to the Fitex Strom one. Yeah, they seem to be putting on a right show, like a proper entertainment value. Seems to be good bang for your buck for it.
Yeah. The amount you do, bros, I know it's COVID and all that, but you won't be impressed with the show. It's shit.
You think?
Oh, mate, it's like it's under a fucking canopy.
Yeah, I thought that. Is it the same place? It's under a canopy.
Pretty much, that's what it looks like. I'm not saying it's like timings and that shit. It's just the lighting is awful. Like, who did I go watch? I went to go watch the Sophie AJ, Christian Chapman's missus.
Yes.
Compete. Show some support. Mate, she was peeled. She was peeled. Like, backstage, she had like paper thin skin. And then when she was on stage, she looked fucking good, but no resemblance to what she actually looks like.
Mate, I'm doing a show. The show that, because the competition I'm doing is at the same place. I don't want it to have like, do you know what I mean? Like the lighting to be awful.
This wasn't Maidenhead. This was Lee Valley, but.
Oh well, at the end of the day, it's the some of the process that goes into it is the main. Well, it's not the main bit, but it's a big part of it, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Make sure you're peeled.
Oh, for sure, mate. Working with Sass, of course, mate.
Sass isn't called peeled with Sass. It's called mass with Sass.
No, mate, I'll get peeled. I know. No, I'll get shaped. But I'm interested to see. I'm wondering if there's seats. My biggest thing is there seats there? Is there some kind of seating?
There is seating. Not much though. Not when I was at Lee Valley, but me and Christian just walked down the front and sat at the front, sat on the floor. Or Christian sat on my knee.
That's not bad at all. No, I'm going to be interested. I thought I'd go down to have a look as well. The venue, sort of where down that area, and also it's. Do you know what I mean? For someone who's forever been stuck at a place working a weekend for a long time, working within the gyms, like inside a gym, etc. It's quite nice to be like, oh fuck, I can actually go to a bodybuilding show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can you mate? Can you just bear with me for 1 second?
Sure.
Entertain the crowd.
Well, entertain them.
Yeah.
Just try and look swole on the camera, mate. This top's not doing me any justice. Yeah, well done. Dan goes away. We're going to cover. We're just going to catch up like we did last time. Hope you guys are enjoying this interlude, this moment in time. Just get yourselves a beverage like I am. Oh, that's fucking some good H2O.
Right. We've got a guest coming on at 8 o'clock. If we can hold out for an hour, we can come on for about our last 20 minutes.
Fucking like that. I rate it. Oh, do I get to know what the guest is, or am I going to be surprised?
I'll surprise you.
I'll be surprised. All right, awesome. No, all right, awesome. No, what we were talking about are the shows. No, I'm interested. It's going to be interesting to see who's competing at that show as well. Get an idea, because in the Two Bro show, you have to do a like a freestyle posing bit, don't you? First.
I think that's the equivalent of a posing routine.
No, I thought, do you not get to do a posing routine then?
Or is it like a walkout? I can't even remember.
You walk out.
I didn't watch the men's.
You're pretty sure you it's like NPC rules. So you walk out like you in. I'm not sure, but I think it's individually walk out, do like some free posing to some shit, fucking like little background music. Do like just show you good poses. Then you come on and do your comparisons. Then you do your posing routine. Then you do the winner.
Maybe, yeah, it might be like that. I didn't watch the men's. I just went for the females. So I was watching Sophie, but because they also have Two Bros. They split it in two. Got male classes, then women's classes. You need a ticket separate.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I did
Mate, it's a rip-off. Absolute rip-off.
I think the whole thing is to be like COVID safe in it. To like get more people, to allow people to watch their people, if that makes sense. But then, I mean, you're paying the same price as it was for a full ticket for the whole day. Like do you know, does that make sense?
How much was a ticket? 40 quid?
35.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. It's all right. No, it's not bad.
How has your week been, mate?
Yeah, good. So yeah, let's get stuck in. Obviously we added bits in. Definitely seeing the benefits, like strength wise, performance benefit.
What went in?
Well, we increased the anavar. We had like trenbolone was added. It's only 100 milligrams a week, but like, oh, you fucking, I feel the benefit, like the strength. My deadlift gone out, everything's flying, movements are good. I feel like a beast. I feel loose. I feel amazing, mate. Like, I just feel good. Like, I'm just really strong in the gym. I feel like Superman. It just feels great. Like, it's a great feeling. Like, you know, when you I've been saying it's like been saying this. So like, you know, when you everything is controlled, like really controlled, and you add in little bits here and there, you really see the benefit. Like we had an increase of what 30 was it 30 milligram? No, yeah, 25 milligram of anavar, and I've noticed it.
Yeah,
like that's like people would laugh at that, you know. But
yeah,
I felt the difference.
yeah. There's a thing, mate, where you had a good off season, well, good remainder of your off season with SAS, where you ran low gear. Now you have something to actually respond to.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I've been talking to people. Yeah, I've been speaking that to people. That's you see the effects, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like you're more responsive.
Yeah, that's interesting. How many weeks out are you now?
9 on Sunday.
Yeah,
9 weeks Sunday. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Things are picking up though. Like fucking start seeing my shape more. I uploaded some photos which weren't the best lighting, but you can definitely see my shapes coming through more. This week's been good. Like we didn't have a high day this week, and it's been the first time I haven't had a high day, and I actually felt good for it. I was like, it felt nice. Does that make sense? Like
how much?
What?
How much did you drop without the high day?
So no, I didn't weigh myself this morning. I'll have to tell you tomorrow. I don't know. I was still like 224. So what? 220? What? Like 3 pounds?
Yeah, well, considering the recomping with the training as well.
Yeah, I haven't shifted that much weight. Like I'm heavy because I've obviously went on my peak off season. I didn't really have I can't say it because I finished my off season with SAS, and it was like we just kept on pushing me a little bit, and I got to 229, but 224, 229, they ain't much about it. Do you know what I mean? They're much about it. They ain't 5 pounds ain't much.
No,
you know?
No, it's I really like SAS's off season approach because it sets you up for this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
What I was going to ask as well, were you thinking of doing any shows after your one?
No, so this is the thing. So I'm going to do this show, see where I price up, and do well and smash it. You know, I want to do well. I ain't fucking gonna lie to you, mate. I want to win. Like, I'm competitive, but I want to do the best I can. And after it, I don't think we're just going to shut it down. Then I've got my wedding thing, wedding thing. I've got the party for the wedding, and then.
How close after is your wedding thing?
I think like 2 weeks.
Is there a show a week after at PCA?
Well, I was thinking about. Don't get me. I don't know.
Hear me out. Yeah, two bros lighting as shit. You're gonna think, fuck me, I haven't really even stepped forward that much because it doesn't do you justice at all. Put yourself under the same lighting as you competed before with PCA. It's standardized. It's always the same lighting, whichever PCA show you go to. Don't know how they get it standardized, but they do because they're fucking good at it. Do that, and you've got clear comparisons of actually how far you have stepped forward. That, and you can get some bloody good pictures for your business, your coaching business.
Yeah, I didn't think I didn't think that deep. I was thinking just thinking of being responsive as fuck after and just fucking exploding. Obviously after we get healthy, but yeah, it's a good idea. I'll have a look at the calendar. You know what it's like though. I'll get 4 weeks out and I'll be like, damn, bro, there's a show on the 12th. I'm fucking going for it.
Yeah.
You know what it's like. You know what it's like. Yeah, that's it.
Hold out for London and do it with me.
When's that?
It's in 15 weeks.
Oh man, that's too long.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is because I've got the weekend after the 12th, or the 18th, I think it is the wedding party.
Yeah, it's only a party. You just
Mate, no,
don't go.
I'm not having a like a shindig in between a prep. It's a prep. It's prep.
Oh, Jesus, man. Jesus. You're probably coming better. You're coming better after the shindig.
I've been full as a house. I'll just see. It'll be interesting anyway. But like in terms of actually what's happening, difference between last time we spoke, because obviously people are listening. Obviously, I've talked about all the pros that I've had, but then obviously I said to you, jokingly had a laugh. One thing with Trenbolone is, I mean, it's only 100 meg a week, which I think some people might laugh at, but that's, it's all I need at the minute. Exactly. I do get night terrors on it, and I have had those fucking night terrors. Just such a vivid dream, mate. Such a vivid dream where it's like, oh, mate, you know what's fucked up? This is a fucked up thing. Did you listen to Drugs and Stuff with Dave Croslin and Scott? Right. Yeah. Dave started talking about ghost stories. And he's got quite a good voice, right? When he talks, he's got quite like he's got one of those voices that's quite like I don't know if it's the wrong thing, but could tell like folk stories. You could listen to him. Does that make sense? Do you agree? Or that might just be me. Anyway, he's talking about these stories and he's talking about like demons and like haunted houses and shit. Anyway, that night, obviously the Trenbolone's in. I'm having the worst dream of my life. I'm in an out of body experience in my dream, looking at me, thinking people are watching me in bed. I'm proper having it, and I'm proper thinking it's happening. It's fucking terrible. I'm waking up feeling like I can't get up, but I feel like I've got a weight on my chest. Does that make sense? I can feel the presence. This is weird, right? But it's a dream.
Might be cold.
I'm getting up and I'm fucking feeling all fucked up. It's so fucked up. And then I need a piss, right? And this is the bit where it gets funny. So like when when you're young and you're really like scared and it takes you ages to go to the, like, I don't know, but I'd like go to the toilet and I'd be really scared to go there. It's like 2:00, like you might have watched Amityville Horror at 3:15, fucking matey boys coming around. So like I'd be scared and I'd take ages to open the door. I stand outside the door and I think, oh fuck, like I don't know, someone might be in the toilet, right? I'm 25 years old. There's no one in the toilet, right? And then I think, hang on a minute, I'm 25 years old and I'm like 100 kilos. I'll just fucking lay the cunts out. If whoever's in there, I'll give it a go. I might get knocked out, but I'll give it some. I have that chat with me, and then obviously nothing's there. It's so weird. That's Trenbolone. That's literally it. That's all I'm putting it down to. But yeah, I've had some good night's sleep, but I've had some bad ones. But it's the same. I wake up, need a piss, and then I'm good.
Mm.
But the dream's so realistic. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I had normal night terror. It's like it's so realistic that you can feel weight on your chest. Like you're almost crying when you get up. Really weird.
I can talk now. I'm not eating. Okay, yeah, I had a bit of a trend experience last night actually, because so do you get night sweats? We've spoke about this. Sweats.
I did last time, but I have the fan running all night, so
well, last night, mate, like my partner, she's in the night. Even she said, like, she saw me in the night sleeping. I was just soaked, absolutely soaked, mate. I had to, when I got up, because it does wake you up eventually when you do sink through the bed.
Yeah.
I had to put down another sheet over my half of the bed to get to sleep, kind of thing. So I was sleeping on dry. But it could have been that, or I did go out for a steak last night as well because it was our anniversary. So it might have been meat sweats, but I definitely feel, because Trend went in on Friday. Friday. So it's already, I started to feel the flattening off effect. So the first thing you'll get with Trend is you don't actually start to look better. Not unless you're lean. If you're lean, then you will start to look better. But if you're still fat, the first thing you'll get is actually a flattening off effect, because training is highly, highly metabolic. It will eat into your food. It makes your food go so much further. So you actually do flatten off. So that initial 3-week phase, you need to get it out of the way and get lean, because training will look worse. But yeah, I mean, I took photos, and although that happened, I actually looked a lot better this week. A lot better, a lot, big kind of. I would screen share to show you guys.
You do it on your phone? It's risky.
Yeah, I'll screen share the difference. It's like you need to make me
Oh
host.
yeah, I need to make you host. Fucking, there's me just like shouting out risky.
Yeah.
For a minute,
I've got a bit of news. Well, and you got to hear me out.
Got it. Sounds good.
Okay. Just Zoom screen ball. I don't know if this is going to work. We'll see. Can you see?
Oh, this is interesting. Oh, mate, dangerous.
All right, that gives that away. Christian's coming on. What is it? It was.
Mate, poor Christian's like a week out. Like, he's not even a week out. He's a couple of days out.
Sorry, Cody. I'm revealing all your secrets, mate. Right. Ignore that. I'll explain this in a sec. Right. That's okay. So that is actually a 5-day difference.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa! You look so bloated in that one. Like you, you look like you've done like 5 cheat meals in a row.
I know.
Wow! Why are you so red?
Don't know, mate. I think I had sunburn.
Maybe. Sun.
Maybe I had a sunburn. I don't know.
Mate, no, go back. Look how. Oh wait, watch this. Boom! No, you did it wrong, Dan. You know what you meant to do? When you hit the pose, you got to shout as loud as you can.
What, do a branch warren?
Boom!
It's not pretty, but it's a big change for 5 days. You know.
Oh, mate, huge change in 5 days. That looks like like 4 or 5 weeks of the progress.
Yeah. And obviously the flattening out effect as well.
Do you ever find it funny when you squeeze your glutes like you did when you're fat, and you just see all the fat ripple into your fucking ass?
Yeah, because when you squeeze them, you kind of imagine to be peeled, and they're not.
Yeah, I know. But when you look back, do you ever look back at your shit and you look at it and you're like, yeah, you can't look at it properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I was going to say is I'm not continuing. So I'm not continuing prep with Sass.
Oh, you're not?
Hear me out. Sass sounds fantastic. I think he's a perfect coach for you.
Yeah.
Perfect coach for Amp and Joe and whatnot. I've got nothing but good things to really say about Sass. I think he's incredible. I had such a good off-season with him. Fantastic coach. So it's nothing off his back, nothing like that. My problem was the way he brings guys in. He brings them in very late. Like at 10 weeks out, I've got to be in pretty good nick. Otherwise, if I end up, so put it this way, right? If I start prep a bit leaner at like 10, 12 weeks out, yeah, it means I don't have to do a last minute crash landing in terms of lots and lots of cardio. I know you've got to suffer in prep. It's going to happen either which way. To achieve that level of conditioning, you're going to suffer. But doing 2 hours of cardio a day is not an option for my physique. If I do that at the latter stages of prep, my legs will disappear.
I literally about to say that. Do you think your legs would go?
Absolutely they will. And that is Sass's methods. At 13 weeks out, and he's telling me, mate, more than enough time getting ready, and we're not pushing it still, and I know I'm fat, there's lack of faith there. If there's lack of faith that he's going to do that to me, and I know he will do, and it works with his guys, but I'm not somebody who can risk their legs going, because they do go. Oh, God. 1 minute. Because they do go. With other guys like Joe, like yourself, you've got dominant legs. They're not going to waste away at all. And Amph, again, won't waste away. The legs are too big. just with me, it's just not an option. At the end of the day, it's a bodybuilding contest, and to get in condition, I'm not wasting my legs away. I'd rather get in condition a bit earlier, so then I can almost land very slowly in. That way I don't have to thrash my body with cardio. I might have to do more cardio at the start, but that's the point. I'd rather do more cardio at the start whilst I'm heavy, because whilst I'm heavy, with my cardio, I burn more calories because I'm heavier. When I get light, I have to do more cardio to make up for the calories I'm not burning because I'm lighter. I'd rather focus the cardio at the start of prep than the end of prep, because at the start of prep, you're fresher, you have more energy, you have more food, more recovery capabilities. End of prep, you have nothing. You have no, your hormones are out of whack. Your recovery capabilities are shocking because your CNS will be fried because of, again, recovery. Your muscle recovery be terrible. So thrashing the shit out of cardio late on is when my legs go. It proved to me when I last prepped. Then it was only Jordan who, the second prep we did that we didn't quite finish, he did it the opposite way round the other time, and we came in a bit earlier. We looked great 8 weeks out. That my legs didn't disappear.
Yeah, my last prep, I wasn't in a good position, so we had to like really crush it hard. I think I started at 13 weeks out. I was fat as fuck. Like when I say fat, I was like proper bad. You know when you've got no lines in your leg, complete like nothing. They're just like sausages. I had like sausage legs. You didn't know where the kneecap was or where the fucking or the ankle started. You know what I mean? You didn't. It was all like it was just one thing down. It was bad, but yeah, it was like that. But it was like I think within 10 weeks I was on 45 minutes of cardio a day.
Yeah,
pretty much rest days. But
as I say, because I want to emphasize, nothing gets Sash. Sash was so good with it when I told him. He said, mate, absolutely fine. I even paid him up until September, and we did a month, and he said, look, you're not obviously going to September. I'll give you your money back for the rest of the months. No problem at all.
Really?
Didn't even. Such a nice guy. He's a lovely guy.
Really
not that's at all. Off season, fantastic for me. Fantastic.
You going to go back to him for your off season?
Maybe, but I do want. There's things I need to learn for my own coaching business and for myself. So I've spoke to Callum.
Are you going to work with Callum now?
Yeah, for the learning aspect of it, I need to step forward in my business even more.
Okay,
yeah. There's just specs, especially stuff I've learned within the last few weeks about cycle design and things that are far ahead of the typical kind of cycle advice that we've heard that often comes from the States. Become apparent to me is a lot of American coaches, not all, John Jewett, Dr. Scott Stevenson, fantastic. A lot of the American coaches that that are very well known are so outdated and in the dark ages when it comes to PEDs.
Yeah, no, we spoke about this before, haven't we?
Yeah, there's really no, even a Aceto, I think, as well.
It's like just hammering the Arimidex just as much as do like a lot of AI use, just overdoing it. And I like listening to a lot of guys like Victor Black. Do you listen to him?
Yeah, it's a novel approach. He's a little bit. He's not the type of personality I could get on with, but he's very smart.
Yeah, very smart. Again, I don't know what it is with me, but voices. If you've got a voice, I can listen to it. I can actually take on information quite a lot better than someone who's just like, I find it hard to listen to.
Yeah, I wish Fuad was smarter. I would just.
Fuad has the best voice. Yeah, no, I know he's got a voice for radio, isn't he? Yeah. But no, you're right there, and you're definitely something. Obviously, you prep guys, so like it's really, really important for you for that sort of aspect because you're getting more and more people who want to be prepped by you. Not lifestyle, not just trying to improve their physiques, if that makes sense. There's a big difference between getting stage lean. I think I did it. I did a little video on that about the difference between getting stage lean and getting just getting lean, getting in shape. There's a massive difference there.
Yeah, of course.
But no, for sure. I look forward to when the world's a little bit more open and seminars begin again. Like people start coming in. I remember when like John Meadows came over and people like that. I just want to do quite a lot of those things. And
Yeah,
like I think the like you say, the Muscle Mentors guys, they were running some. So like that's one I want to jump on. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I must admit, mate, I've been guilty in the past of saying they're just fucking overcomplicating it. They're just, bodybuilding simple. Yes, it is, but there are smarter, more efficient ways of getting the job done and staying healthy at the same time.
I think you're right. I think you're right. There's a more simpler way to explain it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah,
like this goes back to what we spoke about yesterday about a coach. It's about applying theory to a very practical situation for different people to understand. Does that make sense?
yeah, for sure.
I think that's something that you could do really well. Like
Right.
me, I'd say me and you're like we like to soak like a bit like a sponge. We like to soak a lot of information in. Like, what do you do in your free time? I guarantee you sit there when you don't watch the football. You sit there and you listen to a podcast, and it will be about beds. It'll be about someone's views on something. You're like, that's really interesting. I quite like that. And then you'll go do a little bit more research, and you're like, I like this. And then you just get your you develop your not your opinion, should I say, but sort of. You know what I mean? You're just jotting these things down. It's interesting. It's interesting.
I'll be honest, my free time, I do educate myself. It's more at times when I'm doing something with my hands. I just got an earphone in and I'm listening to a podcast or listening to an educational video from someone I respect. But general times, if I'm not working, I totally separate that, and I'm not working. I'm just, I'm off my phone and I put the phone away. But or what I will do if I'm just sitting here, I get conversations going with very, very smart people. I've had conversations this week with, Callum, very strict conversations with.
You got a good relationship with him already, haven't you?
Yeah, we get on really well. Tom Hames, I spoke to him this week quite intensely via voice note. He's very, very smart with his cycle designs. And Cuba, I had a long conversation this morning with Cuba, and he uncovered quite a lot that I learned about that I can apply to this prep. Pretty interesting stuff. So, so obviously I'm going to be doing this prep with Cuba. The only reason I left Cuba, so the only reason I left Cuba in January was I was burnt out from that process. That, and I really wanted to rest. I was burnt out, man. Like that, and I just couldn't in the off season. I wanted just lower drugs in the off season.
Yeah.
That, but when it comes to prep, Cuba and SAS are on the same level of drugs. It's just where the emphasis of drugs going is more specific to me when it comes to Cuba.
Yeah. I know. You need to find what's the right, because it is like you say. There's like a baseline and see what goes in at where and what time, what fits in with you. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and what works for your mindset? Because if there's any kind of lack in faith, you can't do this process like we do it. Not to your best ability. Can't have any doubt. So I said to Amph, because he's coached by Cuba, coached by Sasan, sorry. When I broke it to him, I broke it to him very slowly because I knew he'd think, oh, fuck's sake, not again. What I explained to Amph was, look, it's just what works for my mindset, and this doesn't work. Constant refeeds, constant, I understand you've got to stay big and stuff, but I'm fat. It's just not needed for me right now. And what I said to Amph especially is, look, the way that Sasan works is very, very simple. Your mind loves that. His previous coach was somebody called Dean. Exactly the same methodologies, just old school approach, get on with it, and you'll get peeled. Amph's mind works fantastically with that methodology, and he can get behind it. But put him with someone like JP, who he was with, he just couldn't get his mind in that same level of faith.
Yeah.
So really, you need to go with the approach that best fits your mindset and best kind of, complements the way you like to work. And I know when I get in prep, I like a bit more detail. I like a bit more complex kind of design of things. In off season, I like it a bit more simple.
Yeah, when you say more complex in a prep, like for people, for our viewers, etc. Just explain that a little bit. Like for you, not you, like this doesn't fit for everyone, but you specifically. That makes sense.
So the training side of things. Now I'm in prep. I don't want to think about it. Handled all my training in off season. Did amazing. I even showed Cuba what I did, and he said that's a fucking unbelievable approach. Like that's really good. Like he said, like you could. There's certain areas I overworked myself, but I had the food to recover, so it was fine, and it shows because you're fucking big. It worked. And to be honest, what Cuba's given me to do the last couple of days, it pretty much mirrors exactly what I'd been doing. It's just slightly low volume, which is fine. And now I don't want to think about my auto-regulation because when I get in prep, my mind will wander and I know I will overwork. So, for example, Cuba's telling me right now, for my push sessions, leave a rep in reserve.
Really?
Yeah. When he says that, he knows my mindset. So he knows I'm just going to failure.
Yeah.
There's a rep in reserve to stop me going for force reps. I go to failure, but I just he knows what I'm like. I know he's lingo. That means just don't do force reps. If he tells me don't do force reps, I'm going to do 1 or 2.
Yeah. Well, I know what you mean. Like I'm quite hot on it with force reps. Just one force. Like I know my recovery isn't going to be as well. My food's a lot lower. My cardio, my output's higher. Like one force rep. I said to my trainer, but he's really good with it. He's like 1 force rep. He's on it with it. So I have that. I have the other person.
Just watch that as you're getting deep into prep. Just watch that.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You know, watching volume. Just be careful. Listen to that. Listen to my body a bit. I'm quite good at that as well. Not doing. I think just listening to everyone a lot. One of the biggest key things is from people is is less is more. Less can be more, especially in times where, like when you need to be able to recover. You know, not doing 20 force. Not I'm over exaggerating, but 5 force reps. You know what I mean? Finish up partials.
I do apologise and put my rice on as we talk because I need it ready for when we're finished. Totally agree. But auto regulation not a problem for me in off season, but in prep, I will think more is more. That's how I work.
Yeah.
For my clients, totally different. Can't tell myself that. So I've got Cuba watching the training. I've got him doing the drug cycle as well, which the drug cycle I'll go into in a minute. It's very, very interesting stuff. I'm not even using any anti-estrogens whatsoever.
No, yeah, okay. Fucking
Nothing. And I've got a feeling he'll put me on stage without them as well.
Mate, the less the better, to be honest.
Well, absolutely. We know why. Obviously, it has a harmful impact on our lipid panel.
Mate, it runs your lipid right down, yeah. I mean, I'm only on not a huge amount, but I'm on like 0.5 twice a week.
Yeah, which isn't bad. Not bad at all. That's what I've prescribed to people, but there are other ways to get that down.
Yeah, we could use Mastron or something.
Yeah, what I've found is if you match the dose with a DHT derivative drug like Mastron or Primobolan, which obviously has anti-estrogen properties, you can run testosterone at say 400 milligrams, 500 milligrams, and run 500 milligrams of Primo with say 300 milligrams of Mastron. You won't need an anti-estrogen.
Yeah, no, and we spoke about that some podcasts ago about how using Mastron in a cycle can be used as act as an AI. We were talking about that. So yeah, no, it's that is interesting. But I to be honest, like you say, I've got all my trust in SAS. You know, I really do, and I feel like my going from where I was to with him, that caught a lot of trust with me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's why.
And his communication, etc.
That's why you're going to do very well.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely been tightening up this week as well, and the weirdest thing is, I said even this week, I was like, last week I said when I checked in, I was like, yeah, I don't think I'll have a high day. I said to my training partner, I was like, yeah, I reckon he's going to pull me this week because that's what I would do. Guess what he did? Potatoes are out. He's like, clean up. Anavar up, let's go for let's go no high day. And I was like, fucking hell, I called it. I said I'd set when I messaged him, I was like, I fucking called that. Should put a bet on it. But like the thing is that because I've done that's happened a few times now that I that's made me sort of like, do you know what I mean? I feel like we're on the same thinking pattern. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good. It's good when you get on that same wavelength as your coach.
Yeah, and I do like his approach with like his drug usage in like you say in prep, but it doesn't seem overkill.
No, it won't.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh fuck.
We'll get a little bit like fuck. Trust me, it will.
Yeah,
but
at some point.
Right, that's how it goes, and it's not for a long time. I'm going to go downstairs quickly, mate. Go in the office because my phone is running out of battery. I'll switch to Zoom on there. Before I go down, look how big he's getting.
Mate, look how big your dog's got. Chanel, come on look at it's on the podcast as well. Dan's look at that. Look at his dog.
How big he is.
He's fucking huge. He's almost as big as you. Look at him. He's just looking at you like, put me down. Look at him.
Yeah. Massive, mate.
He's massive. Oh, yeah. Just any of them.
All of the rice.
Yes, please. Yeah, just put my orders in, you see.
Vegetables.
Yeah, just steam some of that stem broccoli. Pop it in the microwave. It'd be all right. Bit of al dente. It's all right. Not too bad. Yeah, no, that's it. That's the one. No, it's good. It's interesting though that you've gone to Cuba though. But it's like that. It's that big thing about having trust and having trust in that process. And if you're not trusting that process, you're going to be adding things, doing things, and the anxiety is going to eat at your physique. Running with that anxiety every day, you know what anxiety can cause and stress, high cortisol levels, and if you're having really serious anxiety levels, I don't think you can take as much neuro as you want, but if that's really bad, it's not going to be getting lower in it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you this: you actually nailed that on the head because that's exactly my problem, and that's why I'm catching it now before prep starts kicking in properly.
Before you get 8 weeks out and it's all serious and you're on half-hour cardio, and do you know what I mean?
I'm on half-hour cardio now.
Oh yeah.
But what I mean is, it's like when my head will start to run, that's when I'm vulnerable to switching things in the diet. As soon as I feel like I've got to switch things up, the diet, drugs, or cardio, that's where I lose faith. And now I'm not going to bring my best because I'll overwork myself.
It'd be interesting before, we just already said it, but just to talk a little bit about your stack design, just because it was quite interesting. If you want to talk about it, because I'm just interested. We are recording. I just kind of forgot that. You don't need to say dosages. You just say.
Yeah, I'm just adding Christian to the chat.
Nice.
I need to switch over to Zoom on my laptop. I'm sure I have the Zoom app somewhere. 1 minute, where is it? Bub. You
can't hear my fan going off, can you, in the background?
I can, but it's only now you've told me it's there. It's fine.
Oh, fuck, because people are going to complain. They're going to be like, what the fuck's that sound?
They won't.
Like, it's hot, man. It's warm. I started sweating. Like, this light gets hot. It's not even hot. Maybe just the light reflects on my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
I saw your steak dinner last night as well. That looked nice.
Right. I start chat. Oh no, I don't want to start a new chat. Ignore that. What I've just sent you. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave this chat, mate, and join again on the other one. Could you send me another invite?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, 1 minute. I'm the host. Let me make you the host, quick. Sorry, guys, we're not the most tech savvy.
Interlude. It's fine. They love it. People just sit here doing their cardio or getting through that last 20 minutes when they got hour of cardio to do.
Yeah.
When on that 45 minute, they're taking their 40 mcgs of clean and they're shaking like a shitting dog.
Exactly. They love it.
resting heart rate's at 88.
Okay, so you are now the host. I'm gonna send a invite. I've never done this in my life, so let me send an invite. I want to get Cuba on here. I want to see if I can get him on here in a couple of weeks. That'd be good.
Be good. I've never met Cuba.
He's all right. He's cool.
He's all right. He's cool.
He's Polish, so he's very angry.
Very angry.
Okay.
He's always talking in his gym, so he's always shouting. There we go. Look.
That's about right. Right, I'm leaving. I'm rejoining. Send me an invite.
Fucking hell. All right, Dan, I'll send you an invite. Jesus Christ. Bear with me. We're the most the shittest people on this. What's up, big dog?
All right, bro. Yeah.
Very good. We are recording, just letting you know. But Dan's had a shitter.
Where is he?
He's just, oh mate, he's basically, fuck, I've sent that to the wrong person. He's bear with me.
Podcast going well.
I emailed a random person, I think. Well, no, he's just he's gone from his phone to his laptop. Oh mate, look at that. How many days is it?
5.
Man, fucking hell.
4.5 to be precise.
You can see like you are 5. You know when someone's like you're so, like you're every every word is just taking that energy out of you.
To be fair, I think my face looks a bit fuller than last time though. The other week, mate, I looked like I was going to die. I think, but I feel like I look a little. Yes, Big Dan.
Your beard looks
good. Right.
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Yeah.
All right. Sorry for stating me. I just finished training when we started this. How are we doing?
Can't complain, man. What about you? All good?
Yeah, right, mate. Your face looks even worse when I last saw it. You look ugly.
Fuck. I thought it was better this time round, to be honest.
No. Maybe it's just the lighting. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, I know I look like shit regardless, so it's one of them.
Well, yeah, it doesn't help, but you know. So, mate. All right. So, fill us in. How many days out are we? You're competing this weekend.
Yeah, 4.5 to be precise. Just saying.
Yeah, this has been a bit of a mind fuck for you, isn't it? Between shows.
Yeah, I haven't enjoyed it as much between. Like, I'll tell you what it is, bro. Okay. On the lead up to the first show, like it was 4 weeks out, and then the next day it was 4 days out. It was going so fucking fast. Like every day was going fast. Every week I was like, fucking hell, all of a sudden it's show day. And then literally it's felt like a year since these 3 weeks. It's been so long. And if anything, mate, I've been bored.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm just waiting around. I didn't need to get leaner. You know what I mean? I've managed to in the process, but like, I feel like I've just been sat around waiting to fucking do the next show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I saw your photo you sent me this morning. I was just like, fuck me. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm proud of that, man. I'm proud of that.
It would be. Level of conditioning there, brilliant.
Yeah, 100%, man. And I had a bit of a wobble after where I was like, man, I'm just not ready. I'm not ready. Like, I'll tell you what happened. I haven't really spoke about it online because people can be like, oh, he binged, all this sort of shit. Nah, I just did what Joe told me to fucking do. So obviously, bro, on stage, I hadn't drank water in about 25 hours and I hadn't had any sodium in about 28. So, and I was obviously peeled. The further you pull that pendulum back, when you let go of it, the further it fucking swings the other way.
A rebound, yeah.
Fuck me, bro. And I tell you what felt weird. I felt like I was going to die when I got off the stage, not going to lie. And I started pounding water. Bro, I could feel my kidneys.
Yeah, and people think, oh, bloody hell, you use diuretics. No, I can tell you didn't. You don't use diuretics to put yourself in that state.
Nah, vitamin C and vitamin B, that was it. And caffeine. Which is obviously a natural diuretic, but I didn't take anything like fucking Diazide or anything. And obviously then I'd put in salt, then I'd put in like a free meal on the night, which, bro, I can fucking eat. Bro, I could barely fucking eat. Yeah, so I didn't even go that hard. The next day, Joe was like, just take the day off, just eat when you're hungry. I wasn't hungry till about 1 p.m. the next day. and I had 3 meals. That was it. Nothing big, nothing crazy. And show day morning, I was 189 on the Saturday. Monday, I was 203. I was like, £14. How the fuck have I managed that? Yeah. So all of a sudden, I was like, fuck. And I'm proper worried. Granted, I lost £10 in about 2 days, but I was like, fuck. But when I spoke to Joe about it, he was like, think what you'd done. You hadn't had any fluid. You hadn't had any fucking salt for over a day, you know, and you were shredded. Yeah. So as soon as you put anything in, you're going to fucking blow up.
Yeah, of course.
So that fucked me for the first week in my head. I was like, nah, I'm not ready, man. I'm fat. All this shit. Fucking idiot.
Man. And the thing is, as I say, in every situation I put myself in, it's, you know, if it was a client of yours or if it was even me who'd done that, you'd be saying this, like, just don't worry about it, it will come off. But when it's yourself, it really fucks your head.
Yeah, it came off in 3 days on more food than I was having before the fucking show anyway.
Yeah, you just go into the red zone. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but what's happened though, I think, because obviously Joe was then like, right, we're going to just try and leave all fatigue off the physique. So I've been on more food for the last 2 weeks than I was before the first one. And it's retained some fullness, but I am definitely fucking leaner, 100%. But body weight is near enough identical to what it was this time.
Do you think you've actually taken off some body fat, or do you think you're just fuller?
No, I think I've taken some off.
Yeah, because fullness can obviously, you know, push that.
100%. But with where I'm at now, 3 days into a fat load, I'm pretty fucking flat. Do you know what I mean? So, but I still definitely look fuller, but I know I'm lean. I can see it. I can just see it, man. And I can feel it.
Yeah.
Like, sitting down hurts bad.
Yeah. Well, fucking mate, you're telling me I thought you were peeled before your show. Because that too, bro, you sat on my knee and I thought, get off my knee, you bony cunt.
Yeah. That was my plan to get the seat. Work.
Yeah. Well, you got the seat.
Yeah, it worked, man.
Yeah. I was saying, how bad was the lighting at that show?
Fucking god awful.
Because I said, like, for example, I said, Sophie, I saw her in the flesh. Like, literally just here to here, she was peeled. Absolutely peeled. To be fair, I've never seen a female in the flesh, like right in front of me, that fucking lean. Like, she'd like move and a striation in her glute would just go like that. It was just nutty. On stage, yeah, she looked fucking lean and everything like that, but no resemblance.
No. Yeah, lighting was terrible, but she'll be leaning for the next one, so.
Well, she competing again?
Yeah.
What is she doing?
British finals.
Oh, good.
So that's 4 weeks away this weekend. So, mate, I've felt fucking sorry for her because I know how long these 3 weeks have been for me. She's had to go 8.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's not enough time to do a little push up and pull down. It's let's try and just maintain it and then pull off a little bit at the end. But her food is fucking hot, mate. She's on 400 grams. She's on more gram of carbs than I was. She's on like 400 carb a day, and her weight is exactly what it was peak week.
Yeah, but you find when you're that lean, it really doesn't matter.
Mm.
You're on 400, when you're that lean, it's like 40.
Yeah, true. But what a good thing is, she's not hungry at all. Like, she's full all the fucking time. So we're going to start pushing it again from next week and just bring a much leaner version again. But try not to push the boundaries of the condition, just in case.
Okay. And you prep her?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you find that?
Easy. Bro, the thing is with Soph, a fucking monkey could prep Soph.
Okay.
Like, you make one change and she changes.
Yeah.
Like, it's so simple. Like if you fill her loads of food, her waist doesn't move. Like, it's just so, like, it's like clockwork, man. But I say I've prepped her. We've done it together. She's self-coached for years, man. And the only thing she needs is her head keeping on and just a constant push kind of thing along the right direction. But it's been good, man. I've enjoyed it, and I just thought, you know what, fuck me. If I can get through prepping her whilst I'm prepping her, fucking hell, we're meant to be. Jesus.
Oh yeah, mate. Like, you've proved that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to get the ring, man. Got to get that ring on it.
Why
Gotta
won't
get that ring on it.
My G. Yeah.
Nice, man.
Lovely.
I actually remember, was she at one point coached by Dan Welburn?
Yes.
Yeah, because I watched it was my ex at the time competing at the Saxon in 2019. And I didn't know at the time that was her, but then going back and pictures, I thought, fuck, that's Sophie. She won I think she won the class.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, awesome, man. So okay, so another thing I want to talk about,
Oh God.
peaking.
Yeah, boy.
How does this work? This is the mysterious Joe peak, the fat load.
Well, to be fair, it's not come from Joe. I mean,
He's
yeah,
made it.
You know what I mean. The funny thing is, I did it last year for my fucking photo shoot, and so many people are like, "Oh, what the fuck is it?" And now everyone's fucking doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
It's always the way, man. It's always the way. And fuck me, it works. Because that proper depletion of glycogen pulling out when you're doing the fat load, but increasing triglycerides, which is going to increase fullness, overall fullness, because you have to fill out fat cells as well.
Yeah, but to put this clear, you will still, to the viewers, you will still go flat whilst you're doing this because you're restricting carbohydrates. You are literally purely going in with fat. What you got to understand is that muscle is not just made up of glycogen. There are receptors for storing triglycerides, which contributes to muscle fullness, but not nearly as much as glycogen, but they are present. So the first thing here we want to do is we can fat load whilst restricting carbohydrates, but whilst we're restricting carbohydrates, we're getting that kind of fullness that we don't just get off the carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Whilst you're doing that, you're depleting as well.
Yeah.
In a way.
And you're also bettering your fucking nutrient uptake for when the carbs do come, because your blood glucose is so fucking perfect at this point. I mean, it will be anyway, but if you can better that a little bit, fucking awesome. You're prime and ready to load carbs at that point.
Yeah, I think because you still get a super compensation effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I remember, bro, the first peak, we put the carbs in and I gained 8 pounds from 2 days carb load, and I was full as a fucking house. A bit of fluid on there, of course. 8 pounds my body weight is quite a lot in it. Yeah. And then the day before the show, when we were just drying out, the day after, I'd lost 8 of that, but I was full as a fucking house.
Wow.
It was so weird, man. And I was still I was pissing up until 2 hours before stage still. And by the time I got on stage, must have been sand. Literally pull down your pants and just dust comes out.
This is totally selfish. This is not for the viewers. This is for myself. Yeah. What are you doing with fluid in this process when you're loading fats? What are you doing with sodium?
So every day up until the day before, we didn't touch any sodium, any fluid, just kept it the same the whole way through. Okay. Now I'm a little bit different because I have a fuck ton of salt a day. And I always have, but that also translates in, I also go through a fuckload of fluid. Yeah. So it balances itself out, yeah? So I was doing on average on prep, bro, 30 to 35 grams of salt a day on my food, across 5 meals. But I like salty food. That's my taste buds. That's how I like my food. But I'll also do 10, 11 litres of water a day.
Do you find that combination of high water, high sodium, obviously it keeps you fuller, but do you think it satiates you a little bit? I think it does.
100%. Because if I increase salt, it also means I have to increase water, and increasing fluid normally makes you a little bit less hungry.
Yeah, and what people realise is when Christian's doing this, he's obviously increasing sodium. He doesn't then think, okay, I better increase water. No, you just drink more water because
I'm fucking dehydrated.
Yeah.
So let me map out the peak. So first 4 days fat load. 2 days of carbs going in. 1 day out is then fluid manipulation, sodium manipulation, and just just drying out in general. So the first 5 days, the fat loads and carb loads, I haven't adjusted anything. Fluid the same, sodium the same, vegetable amount the same, everything's the same. Okay, loving it because I love loads of veg, as you know.
Before you go further,
Yeah.
with your fat load, what dictates the amount of fat you use in a day, your total caloric intake? Because
caloric intake, Joe's normally aiming for maintenance calories.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so just a maintenance amount. It's been like 40 grams of protein a meal. The first fat load, fuck me, was 55 grams of fat per meal. And it was like 3,500 calories of just protein fat. I was like, fucking hell. This time's been a little bit different, but again, he's not aiming for like weight loss, but your weight will naturally come down anyway because you're not fucking filling yourself full of carbohydrates and like, you know, fluid from that and stuff. So your weight will come down normally on a fat load anyway, a couple of pounds, but it's not like you're not losing body fat really. It's just gonna be like fluid and stress. So yeah, essentially aiming for caloric maintenance, essentially. And if you've been prepping for someone for 26 weeks, you should probably know where that is at that point. He's normally good at that. So don't touch fluid, don't touch sodium, anything like that. Carb load, I don't know what he bases it on in terms of how much, but he fucking guessed it right the first time. So I'll do it again the second time.
I would have just thought it's like, so when you're carb loading, sorry, you're limiting fats, so you're just going trace fats.
So the first 2 meals were pro fat still in the morning because he knows I train about 1 o'clock, so I'll have 2 meals before. And they were the first time around 40 gram protein, 30 fat, 2 meals of, intra 100 carb, post workout 300, meal after that 200, meal after that 200. So it was 800 across the day with 60 fat in the morning, no fats throughout the rest. The second day was 0 added fats, and it was just protein, carbohydrate, and it was 600 carb that day. So 800 the first day, 600 the second.
Okay. Yeah. And you've still not manipulated any water, no sodium. It's the day after now where
manipulation start. Yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna bring it up on WhatsApp.
Yeah, because I can imagine now you're limiting carb intake on this last day.
What? Sorry, say that again.
Would you limit carb intake on the last day before the show?
Yeah. I didn't have any.
No, I would have thought so.
I mean, I gained 8 pounds. I don't think I need any more. What did you say? Right, so man, this feels like a fucking lifetime ago. What we did was 5 meals of 50 protein, 20 fat.
Why is he up the protein? Is it to help dry out?
Diuresis effect, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah.
Higher protein of that. Also, we put in Lantus with the carb load, but not that.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
sorry.
a few other things increased and stuff. That was the first time we manipulated steps. And it was just 10-minute walk after each meal. That was it.
Digestion. Yeah.
And then, so I was going to be on stage about 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, the day after.
Yeah.
So, electrolyte wise, salt your normal meal one as normal. So I put like 8 grams or something on, something like that. Okay, 3 grams of 3 grams of salt meal one. 3 grams of salt meal 2. 3 grams of salt at 4 with your third meal, and cut sodium from there.
Yeah.
So 24 hours out, no sodium.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and that includes condiments as well. So dry ass food, yeah. Fluid. But this is the hardest day of my life. It was so weird. So drink as normal up until 12 p.m. So from on wake till 12, I'll normally get it in 4.5, 5 litres probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got in that amount then. And then between 12 and 7, getting an entire normal day amount.
What in the morning?
Right.
From 12 p.m. till 7 p.m. then. So 12 in the afternoon till 7. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Was again normal intake on top. So I'm normally doing like 10. So I'm doing like 15 in the end. But before 7.
Fucking hell.
But you know what made it easier? Because protein was higher, because salt got cut, I was drinking more and just getting fucking thirstier. As well as putting in vitamin C and vitamin B with every meal, that was also drying me out at the same time. I needed more fluid.
You mean vitamin B?
Yeah, vitamin B. We were doing 1 gram of Vit C, 1 gram of Vit B with every meal.
No dandelion. No.
No, didn't use that.
Good old Jordan's method.
Yeah, and then also increasing caffeine intake by 50%. Again, diuresis effect.
Yeah.
So I remember towards the end of the day, man, fuck me. I thought, oh, fuck this, man. I'm so fucking bloated from like the fluid.
Yeah.
And then, bro, through the night, I probably pissed 12 times.
Fuck.
Oh, no.
Is this not a consideration like before the show that you do want to get some sleep?
I got some good sleep. Bro, every time I went back in, I was fucking out of it. I was just so tired, like exhausted. And then it was show day. So I can run you through that as well if you want. I don't care.
Yeah, let's go.
So I woke up normal time, about 6:30. I dropped 7.7 pounds overnight because I got it written down here.
Yeah.
And he went, fucking hell, are you still pissing? I was like, yeah, I've had about 3 or 4 since waking up. Literally every half an hour, man, I was pissing.
Yeah.
And like considerable amounts as well. It weren't like trickles. And then 7:30 in the morning, I had a 40 gram of protein serving from dry chicken. Yeah. Vit C, Vit B, and a caffeine pill, or pre-workout, depending on what you've got your hands on. So, nah, but did I have a what?
A Monster.
Nah, because I couldn't have any fluid.
Oh, fuck.
So, bro, I didn't have any caffeine pills, but I did have Stimmy Max Black.
What do you do a bit?
So my breakfast at 7:30 was a scoop of Stimmy Max Black dry, with dry protein from chicken.
Oh,
with a vitamin C and a vitamin B tablet. However, because they were orange flavour, it was a delight to end the meal with. And then we literally did that 3 times over before the stage. Like I ate like 7, 11, and like 1. Did the same pre-workout scoop with all of them. I was so tired that I wanted to sleep, but so wired at the same time. It was a horrible feeling. So obviously I was like, bro, what's the plan behind all this? He said, well, all the things you're doing today, protein, caffeine, vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin B, it's all diuretics. He was like, I just want you to keep pissing. And then he was like, let me know like when your last piss looks like fucking dust and there's hardly anything coming out. He said that should be about 2 hours before stage. And funny enough, at 2:00, I got a dribble out. That was it. And then...
Did you manage to do?
You what?
Did you manage to go for a shit?
Yeah, I had a poo first thing.
Cool. All right. Well, okay. Yeah. I'm going to put a disclaimer quickly. Nobody fucking try this at home because, like, even myself, like, I understand the background behind what he's doing, but you couldn't program this as you're listening. You need to see the layout sheet. Then it would need to be specific for you. Like 3 grams of salt, for example, on the meal, that's Christian. Or the moment he's in, because usually it's 8 grams. You know,
yeah. What I'd love to express to people as well is Joe's peaking multiple people over these last 4 or 5 weeks, and every single person is fucking different. Yes, it's the same layout in terms of fat load, carb load, dry out, but that's because everyone is shredded that he's got.
Mm.
If they weren't, he'd probably just keep going with fat loss.
Yeah.
But like everyone has been different, and like even like Nath Heckles, bro, he's a big fucking boy. Yeah, he carved up on way less than me and fat loaded on way less than me, and I'm 30 pounds lighter.
Is he quite big?
Yeah,
Like his fucking looks amazing, but where he looks pilled, I can't tell.
he's
like,
a fucking big boy.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's how different it is. He's got 30 pounds on me. You'd expect him to be doing double the amount of carbs than me, but he was on less. Do you know what I mean? So it's you can't take this plan and fucking run with it.
I personally think a lot of that has to do with your attitudes towards food. It's going to sound stupid, but you're somebody who loves food. Yeah. Like your off-season food. I think you program your body to learn to like food.
Yeah.
To utilize more food.
Yeah.
Because there's people that obviously they're pickers at food. They take it or leave it. Or there's people who fucking live for food.
Yeah, look, mate, I make every food presentable. I make every food taste fucking banging. And you know that excitement before having a meal probably means you're going to digest it better as well.
Yeah. It's salivating, man. Yeah, get the digestion.
I look at some of my meals and I'm like, fuck me, I'm ready to eat you.
It's already digested.
Yeah, exactly, man. So, but yeah, it's not go and run this plan, Pete. We do this, do that. It's fucking all different. But yeah, and then I had 2 rice cakes about 45 minutes pre-stage with a square of dark chocolate and some Vascumax dry. Lovely.
It's the dry pre-workout, man.
A lot of this isn't too dissimilar to how I peaked for the British. The only problem was I peaked for London the week before, and I did it all wrong because I started touching things when I shouldn't have been. But very similar layout in terms of fat load, carb load, restrict, then just taper accordingly at the end to titrate. But And
the thing is, I think with the sodium and fluid and stuff that everyone starts messing with, like we did one adjustment on a day, the day before, that was it. And that keeps, I tell you what, like with Joe knows me better than anyone. He knows what stresses me out. He knows what will worry me. He knows so he avoids that. And if I start messing with sodium Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's going to stress me the fuck out because I have to plan everything in my head to OCD level. And if I don't know the plan, I shit myself. So with everyone else, they'll check in the morning. Joe sends the plan straight away for that day. He sends me the night before so I can plan it out for the next day. Because he knows, he says, unless you send me a picture in the morning and things have gone completely wrong, which they won't, but if they did, I'd change it in the morning. But I know what I'm going to do here. And that relieves my stress because I think, right, I can program my food tomorrow. I know what I've got to go and get from the shop. I know exactly what I'm eating. I know what time I'm eating it. I've got no stress. And the killer of any physique going into a show is stress.
Yeah.
Of course. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's good coaching. That's coaching. It makes no difference to the outcome in terms of whether he sends that in the morning or evening. But what does make, what can alter the outcome is the level of stress. And he knows for you specifically, reducing stress would be to give you that the night before or whatever. Yeah.
And I tell you what as well, like going into this second show, man, I was stressed the week before the first one because I've never been on a fucking stage before, and I was thinking, fuck, am I even going to like it? Am I going to fall over up there? Everyone's fucking messaging me saying, oh, you're so peeled, you're going to win. All this, I ain't going there knowing Dan, you know what I'm like. I'm a fucking realist. Yeah. I know I can do okay because of the condition. That's it. I don't have a phenomenal fucking physique and I'm okay with that because it's better every day. Simple, because I do the same things every fucking day in a day out. So that's fine. But I was going in with so much fucking pressure on me, which then translates into stress. And now this show, I'm so fucking calm because I don't care what happens because I know how I felt on the stage. I felt fucking incredible. So I can't fucking wait to do that again. And I feel like I've got no expectation of me now or anything like that.
Yeah. And when you got on stage, like, it wasn't like you were beaten by shit physiques. Like,
Fuck me, the guy that won.
Yeah, no, he was really
he
good.
was a fucking, tell you what, he was a good looking fucker as well. It's annoying.
Oh, bro, backstage was so fucking fun. Because you know what I'm like, Dan. If I'm in a situation like that, where internally I'm a bit nervous, I try and be the Joker a little bit and I'll be really loud and we'll have a laugh because that calms me down. And I want to get on with the people that I'm going to go out there with because we're all in our fucking pants, for Christ's sake. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And we were having such a fucking laugh, man. Because I was like, fuck me, bro. One, you look unreal and you're a fucking sexy bastard as well. And bro, literally, he started pumping up in front of me and you could literally see his physique ballooning.
Yeah,
and I was just like, fuck me. And I said, Nads, bro, you need to stop pumping up because I'm going to look like a child. Like, calm down. And we had such a fucking laugh. But yeah, I mean, he went on to win the overall, obviously. He was a freak. And do you know what he entered for when he actually entered for that show? Men's physique.
What?
Hey, what?
Swear down. And then he went to see, you know, Adriana, the posing guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, bro, why the fuck would you do men's physique? You need to do bodybuilding. He's like, oh, right, okay. And this is the thing. I don't think the guy understands how fucking good he is.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish he had done men's physique. I would have got second. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was actually a bit, I'm not ashamed to say it. I was a bit disappointed with her because I think I thought I was better than the guy who came second. Posing was fucking way better. I was way leaner. And I don't think he out-muscled me like by shit ton.
It's almost like, you know, you got to weigh up whether how far ahead you were in condition, how better your posing was, to just having that little bit more size. What did it really justify?
Bit annoying.
Your first show though, man, it's fucking good.
Yeah, no, look, I was buzzing, like, because in my mind, I know throughout the prep, I was like, I don't care where I place, all this sort of shit. In my head, I was like, I fucking want top 3.
Yeah, not many people get that peeled, mate, for the first show. No. Not many people get that peeled.
Yeah, but that's what I have to rely on. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's my trump card. Because so many people, bro, have messaged me saying, man, I bet you feel like shit. Bro, I feel fine. I enjoy being like this. Like, and it sounds like I'm bragging or whatever. I don't know what it is, but I feel comfortable at this. Like, I feel fine. Like, I find this easy.
Yeah, you should have been like, you'd be a really good crackhead.
I know, brilliant.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. I don't get that because so many people who aren't that lean and telling me how fucking shit they feel. I'm like, man, what is wrong with you?
It's relative though, isn't it? Like, I've got clients that literally they're not lean at all and they're saying, mate, like, I don't know how much longer I can last. I don't know how much longer I can last. I'm like, well, I'm going to push you a little bit more.
I think a lot of it deep down comes to like, man, like, I am absolutely obsessed with this. So I take any change that happens as a good thing. Like, if Joe says he's pulling food, I'm like, buzzing, I'll be leaner next week.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, yeah, I love food. Fucking in the bodybuilding world, I'm sorry, everyone fucking does. Josh, you fucking love food, bro.
Yeah.
You get a hard on over your Greek yogurt.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm the fucking same, man. And like, yeah, I'd love to eat more, but at the end of the day, at the moment, I can't because I need to be peeled. Standard. Well, in 6 days, I'm probably going to be eating fucking loads of bagels, mate, and laughing. Yeah. So fuck it. Although it's dragging, fuck me, I'm ready now.
Did you see my steak last night?
You went to Prime, didn't you?
Yeah.
Fucking, I took Soph there. Because I took Soph there in December.
Oh, so good.
Remember when we were at
Norwich, Edith Cavell.
Bro, that fucking place is unbelievable. The sides, mate. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
What did you have when you went?
Bro, we had the fucking biggest thing on there. We had this like sharing steak that was on the bone.
For 50 quid, tomahawk.
Yeah, tomahawk, that was it.
Yeah.
So we had that. I had like garlic ciabatta bread, which was, oh my God.
Oh, I didn't have it. Oh.
Chips, mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, buttered greens, stuff like that. Yeah, the place is fucking unreal.
Nice. Yeah, we had starters. We had the scallops and the I don't know what it was. It's a cheese dip with the bread.
Camembert.
Yeah, camembert. That's it. Had that. We got a steak separate because we didn't think it would be enough sharing a steak because I could get 380 grams sirloin, so I had that. Then we had sweet potato wedges, normal home cooked chips. They were good. Mac and cheese. And the buttered veg as well.
Very good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, like mate, I was on the sofa with Soph last night. I was like, fuck's sake, Dan's at Prime.
Yeah. No. Did you sit upstairs? Did you sit upstairs when you went?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a small place, but it's really nice.
Yeah, really nice. Sofa's like best meal she's ever had.
Yeah, it was a good steak. I hadn't had a good steak like that in years.
Yeah, yours looked fucking thick.
Yeah. 380 grams, yeah.
I was going to say, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
We have 4 minutes remaining on this meeting.
It won't let me log in via thing to upgrade it.
Well, that's all right. We don't need to go much longer. I mean, Christian only had till 8:30 anyway, so we've been on here for an hour and a half.
He is 5 days out of his show.
No, when you messaged me, I was like, mate, get me on it, man.
We appreciate you coming on, Christian. It'd be probably good to get you on after your show when you're well fed.
Literally at any time, man. I love going on. I love podcasts, man. In the day, it gets you out there more, and it's good to chat with like-minded people.
I quite like talking about the peaking, etc. Going through it. It was, I reckon, people actually would learn a lot from it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Going into it quite detail. I sat there and I was actually like, I was started watching and not talking, which is weird for me.
Fuck me, yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, it's one of these things. It's one of these things where I was actually saying before you got on here, Christian, like it will show people a side that they never thought about with bodybuilding, because let's face it, a lot of our information is from like North American coaches, what they're doing right now. And it's just occurred to me, as you know, in the last kind of week, how fucking behind a lot of these American coaches are, how outdated. When you see people like Joe with these cycle designs, how intuitive they are, it's unreal.
Yeah, and people were laughing at him years ago.
Oh yeah, I was one of them.
Yeah, bro, it makes you laugh, man, because I see the people that he consults with, because he tells me, and I'm just like, man, he used to take the pictures, like, yeah, I'm taking his money now.
Yeah, take my money, fucking.
But man, look, he admits some of the shit he's done in the past is fucking dumb, but he's actually like learned from it and got better.
Yeah,
that's it.
And anyway, man, I fucking love the guy.
We'll let you go. Cheers for coming on and get you on when you're well fed to go more in that detail. That'll be really fucking good if
mate, you literally you tell me the time of the day, I'm on it. I'm there.
We love it.
I will see you on Sunday.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm going to the Two Bro show.
Yeah, fuck you, bro. I didn't want to see you anyway.
Southern bastard, go fucking back down south. You fucking go.
Dan, we'll get another good picture together, better than the sword one.
Okay, we'll come up with something.
Yeah, I'll get my ass out.
Yeah, we can compare striations.
Yeah. I'm on that.
Hands ass and yours. All right. Cheers for coming on, guys. Take care.
Nice one, lads. Cheers, mate.
Bye.